afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Saturday, August 31st, 2019. Apologize for being late in the process of moving, so I didn't pay attention to how fast the time flew by. So, in today's meditation, there's a lot of, as we know, heard and seen, a lot of things happening. Our meditations that we've done the last couple of days are firmly entrenched, activating. And, interestingly is that question arises, how do you love yourself? You forgive everything about you. You invite happiness, joy, peace. You look at all facets of yourself and you love those, whether they're personality traits, character traits, whatever. You're all forgiving of anything and everything, good, bad, and ugly, of you. So you form a relationship with yourself that drops away all of the conjured up crap that we do through this life, and we drag that bag around with us of useless debris and stuff that we've been through in our past that we don't need to carry with us. We need to just drop it away. And this then allows you to relax and go more within yourself and to be in stillness of mind. As I describe and guide in these meditations, there is a process that you use to move into the deepness of who and what you are, the God within. And this is peace. It is not thinking about the future and the past. It is just the now. Just the now. That's what it is. It's nothing else. And when you can focus yourself on the now, it's not like you have to try hard. You just focus on the now. Right? I think people get confused when they're meditating. It's to still yourself, to quiet the mind and to quiet yourself, and to be in the now and to listen. You just listen. If you have questions that you would like to ask your God, ask. You don't necessarily get a response right away, but you will feel or experience something as a response. It could be after your meditation, it could be during the course of the day, it could be the following day, but once you understand you're the master and commander of your lightship, and you go within and you seek, you shall find. Period. You seek, you shall find. And that's part of loving yourself. I'm not talking about egotistic, Oedipus, any of that stuff. I'm talking about just generally, nicely, softly loving yourself, every aspect of you. It makes a huge difference. Huge. And you don't have to beat yourself up getting there. And you look at life is a cosmic mystery. bodies for a very short time. And this is the only life that this body is going to have until we have the technology available to extend it. Experience life in all possible ways. Good, bad, bittersweet, dark, light, summer, winter. Experience all the dualities. Don't be afraid of experience. Because the more experience you have, the more mature you become. And that's a quote from Osho. We are constantly thrown from one experience to the next. One moment we're feeling high, then low, happy, then sad, clear, then confused. The polarities that we experience create a divine challenge, which is meant to make us dig deeper inside the real answer. And the real answers in life are those that transcend all questions and bring you directly home to the heart and soul of your very being. This is an open-minded, enlightened approach to life, and it is what you would refer to as the discovery of the third side of the coin. We all know that every coin contains two sides, yet most people forget that there is a fine edge that holds the heads and tails together. It's along this third side that you can walk along that thin line, balanced in the moment, totally free from life's extremes. Picture that. You are neither attached to what is good, nor avoiding what is bad. You aren't trying to get somewhere better, nor trying to get away from something terrible. And when you find that magical point in between every two polar experiences in life, something very transcendental starts to occur. You find out that who you really are is that sweet sacred presence that naturally allows both polar extremes to coexist in harmony together. It's only through riding along the edge between life's heads and tails that your inner coin cannot flip out and cause you to become one-sided. And when your mind can relax, you can balance much easier on that edge. And profound success will manifest effortlessly in your life. And when you are experiencing a true balance within yourself, through finding this middle path between every thought and action you take, your mind tends to remain open to abundance, love, and a divine receptivity. You find a place of freedom from these seemingly bipolar worlds, where any emotional drama could arise and never come close to touching this amazing power housed within you. Finding the third side of the coin is one of the most enlightening explorations you'll ever come across in your life. It brings instant liberation from the habit of falling into the illusion of believing in right and wrong, good and bad, sinner and saint, duality and polarity. Thinking is the wondrous, delusory job of the mind which causes us to take on one side of the coin, pretending this one way is the way the entire wrong, good, bad, sinner and saint. It's pretending that this is one way is the way the entire universe absolutely is. You can always remember the third side of the coin is there in every situation and circumstance, with every assumption and projection. You'll continuously discover a freedom that goes beyond the games the mind plays. You'll find you cannot get hooked into any negative or positive position about yourself or another person again. You are that liberated self which is truly free and beyond it all. With practice, the mind will one day be on your side. It will become a skilled master at seeing all three sides of every solution before it makes any assumption belief or assessment. The mastered mind unwittingly accepts with open arms whatever life throws at you. As you know, very soon the third side will present itself where you can ride that edge and be liberated from it all, knowing that a third side of the coin always exists, brings the deepest relaxation into the body, where you can let go of the mind's addictive need to figure out what is wrong and what is right. Sometimes, to really know you've reached the third side of the coin, the pendulum of life must fully swing to its opposite extreme. So, for example, someone who is battling with an addiction may first need to form a very rigid mental and emotional wall to push away from the substance they are addicted to. And they will need to formulate a judgment about the substance, calling it evil and wrong for anyone on this planet to touch this forbidden fruit. An extreme polarization in thinking is necessary for an addict to take the first step on the path to freedom. They will need to believe themselves to be powerless over the substance before they can accept the pendulum swing towards feeling empowered again. And however, for the addict to truly find peace inside, they must soften the wall that once protected them and find that divine presence inside which needs no walls. They must discover a place inside which is much more free than their mind. This presence is so fulfilling that it has no resistance to any substance, and also free from their illusion that they can be fed and fulfilled by the substance. Having complete equanimity of the mind is such a fine and delicate process. It's like trying to get this coin to balance precisely on its thin edge. The mind will attempt to try to improve life, make things more perfect, and yet life in itself is already perfect all the time. The mind then has to take on the biggest chore in the universe. It has to let go. Trust life and accept this perfection that is in everything around it. Everything is deeply perfect and in balance all the time. Even though your mind may not see it, it is there. You simply need to unravel your beliefs, find the third side of the coin, and this perfection will reveal itself to you. And there is no way we can forcefully push away thoughts and find peace. All thoughts you have that you cannot accept will eventually consume your mind and destroy your peacefulness inside. Anytime we create resistance to a memory, sensation, or a feeling, the coin remains stuck, only showing one side of the situation, causing your entire reality to be literally slanted towards the extreme. You ever find yourself doing that? Anytime you find yourself feeling strongly for or against something, just know that your mind is being temporarily enslaved and caught in the illusion that only one side of the coin exists and is real. That's like saying that fiction is truth and science fiction is lie, when science fiction is actually truth and fiction is lie. See? And the secret to really being free in this life comes down to learning how to master each thought you have. And this is not done through controlling, avoiding, or ignoring your thoughts, but by seeing them for what they are. They are just thoughts. Some are positive, some are negative, and some are neutral. It's how you react to these thoughts is what makes you into a master or a mouse. One who has mastered their relationship with their mind has learned how to welcome each thought in as if it were a new guest. The master allows the thoughts to come inside, sit down, have a cup of tea, and enter into the divine sanctuary of your soul. Here, your thoughts are transformed and seen as the enlightened gifts they actually are. Each one a subtle clue that lights your way on the path towards a spiritual awakening. The deeper you dive into this journey of finding the third side of the coin, the more you realize the balance in life equals profound happiness. And when you find that razor's edge with eating just enough food but not too much, your body rewards you with feeling healthy, happy, and energized. When you're having just enough sex, just enough sleep, just enough intimate conversations, and just enough exercise, you'll discover a natural joy seems to follow you wherever you go. When you're not too dependent on your partner, nor independent and distant from them, you'll find the most exquisite natural tantric love affair naturally blossoms through. Life is truly experienced as an amazing and magical adventure when you are listening to your body's signals and you respect your body enough to know when to say yes please more and when to say no thank you, I've had enough. And when you find that your mind is constantly clinging to some certain ideas, notice that it is holding on to only one side of the coin. Stop and notice how much energy you're wasting in rejecting the other side. Be curious and open your mind. What is it about the other side that is so scary for you? What would happen if you just relaxed with the other side for a few days? When we can challenge ourselves to explore those realms that are frightening inside of us. We start to grow and evolve as human beings. And when you can choose to accept that everything in life contains both good and bad qualities, you suddenly realize you don't have to work so hard to get your desires met. Then, a natural creative flow of energy starts moving through you. And the real juiciness of life takes over as you find that you have instant access to your divine essence at all times. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Grooming. It's good to be gentle with yourself in this process. The third side of the coin is not always easy to find, especially when it's buried underneath a major past life lesson you came here to learn. There is an inherent blindness that every soul incarnates with, which this blindness also has a negative, positive, neutral side to it. This means you will not be able to clearly see the karmic patterns and unconscious habits that you have until you fully are ready to release them. And this is okay if you do not need to know exactly what you need to let go of until you are truly ready to let go. When the fruit is ripe, it will naturally fall from the tree on its own accord. It's okay if you keep learning or leaning towards a particular one-sided viewpoint and away from another. When the soul is ready to grow, it will, and you'll receive the life lesson you need. Everything happens at the perfect time and place where your soul can receive and integrate each lesson fully. If you try forcing your mind to walk perfectly on this razor's edge, you may feel like you need 1,000,000 lifetimes as a Zen master to get it perfectly perfect. The real goal here is not to be perfect. It's not to perfect your life. Your life is already perfect. So it's more a matter of seeing the perfection that is already here now. This means being open and thankful for the lessons you're here to learn. The sweet pendulum of life will swing to extremes, testing your ability at remaining centered and riding your edge. When you can remain perfectly still, silent in the center of the cyclone, then all those voices in your head don't have a chance at taking you hostage. By being so centered at the core of your consciousness, no matter what life throws at you, you can simply relax deeper into it. Receiving it with great gratitude and joy, this is a chance. This is the sign of a true master. And inside of this person, a stillness is found wherever they go. by simply bringing your consciousness into every one of your actions. The master will blossom within you, and your life will become the most amazing, beloved teaching you could ever imagine. When I look inside and see that I am nothing, that is wisdom. When I look outside and see that I am everything, that is love. And between these two, my life turns. Nesrgadatta Marash. So, balance in this meditation. If you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are. First thing you want to do is you're going to relax. And how you're going to relax is you're going to move into the now. And as you move into the now, remember, you view everything. You watch everything. All the thoughts. It doesn't mean you're participating in them. It means that you identify them and you look at them. Remember, they're just thoughts. So in the now, you are not in the past. You are not in the future. You are not bringing the past to create your future. You are always in the now. And the now allows you to still the mind. Entertaining all the thoughts would keep you on one side of that coin. Being in balance, being in the vortex, which means you are in the calm and the silence, while everything around you is roaring away. This is the peace, the stillness, relaxing the body, letting everything fall away. The reason I say letting everything fall away, because we're like kids with little blankets. We hug them. It's like you can't pull them away from yourself. They're there. You just keep hugging them tighter when they, you try to pull them away, you hug them tighter. So you just got to let go. Let them go. Let them drop away. You become relaxed. You're in the now. Only on the now. While you're doing this, you're going to want to breathe. You're going to want to breathe through the nose and out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. And you want to breathe in through the nose. You want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. And exhale through the mouth. Breathe out. And for those of you who are new, the reason that you are holding your breath for 3 seconds is because it focuses you on the now. Breath is only in the now. It is not in the future. It's not in the past. It's just the now. It's always the now. You don't think about the breath you just took or the breath you're going to take. You think about the breath right now that you're in and having. So you focus on the breathing. And you breathe because most of us breathe 16 to 18% in because we're shallow breathers and we take our breathing for granted. So this benefits you in many different ways. Now, you literally turn into the heart-mind. Move into the heart-mind, you get in your command seat, you're floating up into the body. You're up into the neck, the throat, into the head. And you're just in total stillness. You're in joy and peace. And you're in balance. You balance effortlessly. You are in the center. You are between both sides, the good and the bad. You are in the center. You are focused. You are in peace. Now, as you do this, you are met with your God. And your God merges with you. This is a deepness within you. And as you do this, you become more focused, more balanced, more at peace, period. You have all these thoughts. You view them, am I having this thought? What's its purpose? They're just thoughts, remember. They're not things, they're thoughts. So you just let them flow. And as we do this, we are enlightened and we are literally empowered as the kingdom of God on earth. We are the heaven on earth. Our souls, our spirits, our gods are the heaven on earth. We are the heaven on earth. We are the heaven on earth. We, each and every one of us, create the peace and the harmony that we desire on this planet. We are the ones. We always have been. We always will be. And we are. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light at the equator of this planet Earth. As we form, as we join, we completely encase this planet in a perfect sphere. The sphere is deep eternal love. It saturates and floods all that there is in the atmosphere, on the land, and the waters above and beneath. It is constant in its saturation. It keeps expanding. We are encased in the same sphere. We are protected 24/7. Emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. The violet blue purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. The white fire, the purple transfusing flame, the violet ray, the golden white pink light of Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father God, and Source. It is deep eternal love. The only thing that penetrates is more deep eternal love. Nothing else can. No low frequencies. They vaporize and they get near it. We begin to float up above the planet. And we continue to float. And as we float up more and more, we call upon the other parts of Source, our brothers and sisters, all the light energy beings who are in all universes, all galaxies, all dimensions, all densities, who are all that there is, ever will be, ever has been, ever. They are the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. They are in generosity, peace, kindness, and humbleness, joy and bliss. And they come in the Gugaplexes, and arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. And they fill this universe and beyond. They are of the deepest, deepest, deepest of gratitude, and we are of the deepest, deepest, deepest of gratitudes. The highest, deepest of gratitudes. We call upon and our light is everywhere. Our God light energy. And we call upon the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of this civilization who have been assisting this civilization for generations in love and peace and protection and support, kindness and joy. They are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. They are in generosity, joy, peace, bliss, happiness, humbleness. They come in the trillions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us. They're of the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is everywhere. We call upon the Ascended Masters. These are those who have ascended out of body, have left the matrix, have come back in at the the risk of being affected by the matrix to assist us. They are the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Ganesh, Lakshmi, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, El Moria, Abundancia, just to name a few. And they come in massive numbers, arm in arm, hand in hand. And they are of the highest of deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we are of the highest and deepest, deepest gratitudes. And we are all one, and we are all loved. And our God light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever. We call upon the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. All of those in those civilizations who are only of the highest and deepest eternal love from the highest and deepest eternal love, consciously, who are in humbleness, generosity, joy, peace, benevolence, bliss, and tranquility, and they come. And they join us, arm in arm, hand in hand. They are of the highest of deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy is everywhere. We call upon the galactics, off-worlders, all of those civilizations who are the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love, consciously, who are in benevolence, kindness, generosity, and peace, humbleness, they join us. They've been assisting us in our evolution, our ascension, our enlightenment, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and slavery on this planet. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they are with us. They are of the highest of deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest of deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God light energy continues to saturate all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. Ever. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. They are of the highest, deepest, eternal love and generosity, peace and kindness, humbleness, tranquility. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this meditation, in this now. They are of the highest of deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest gratitudes. And we are all one. And we are all love. And our God light energy is everywhere. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and in this planet, in this now. They are of the highest and deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love. They are in joy, kindness, benevolence, generosity, humbleness, and peace. Fairies, sprites, elves, gnomes, dwarves, trees, elementals, earth, air, water, fire, the mermaids, the dolphins, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And they come in the trillions in shapes, forms, and sizes that we have never seen before. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they are with us in this meditation, in this now. They are of the highest and deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest and deepest gratitudes. We are all one, we are all love, and our God light energy is everywhere. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. This is the sphere we created. It's that center circle. It houses all of our meditations in perpetual motion. It literally is everywhere. It can be seen, heard, and felt everywhere, every dimension, every existence, every density, every universe, all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever. You can feel it saturate, flood you, and your God, in the highest, deepest, eternal love. It communicates with you from source, from all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, collective consciousness, the universes, all of our gods. You are balance. You are in peace. You are in the center. You are not left. You are not right. You are in the center. Yet you view both sides. You understand both sides as you are in the center. You are balanced with all thoughts, all things, coming and going. You are balanced. You are center. You'll find this with your God. It will come to you. Your balance is your center. It is the peace. It is the stillness of the mind. You look down, you see all of our brothers and sisters, our whole family, on, in, and above this planet, and we flood them with this communication. They are balanced. They, in stillness, in peace, in the center, they too will discover that they can be in the center, that they can view both the left and the right, both the good and the bad. And they can stay balanced through all things. Balanced. Holding deep eternal love of that which they are. I'll join you in the meditation and I'll return to close us out. balance, center, in the vortex, in calmness, in peace. And you embrace your God, and you love yourself, all aspects, and you flow. You just flow. You don't fall off the edge into the left or the right. You just are centered. You're balanced. No matter what comes your way. Take it with you the rest of the day into the evening and night, and the following morning. We will be back here September 1st, 3 p.m. Eastern.